Jin breaks silence. The unfair treatment of Suga that shook BTS in a revelation that has sent shockwaves through the global K-pop community. Seokjin, known to millions as Jin of BTS, has finally broken his silence. His words were not poetic, not cryptic, and certainly not rehearsed. They were raw, deliberate, and piercing. Why now? Why speak out after years of silence? And more importantly, what injustice has been inflicted upon Minyoongi, better known as Suga, that compelled Jin to step forward with such urgency? The timing of Jin's statement is not coincidental. It arrives at a moment when Suga's solo career, once hailed as a bold leap into artistic independence, appears to be weighed down by invisible chains. Fans have long speculated about the subtle shifts in Suga's demeanor, his increasing withdrawal from public engagements, his cryptic social media posts, and the noticeable absence of promotional support for his solo projects. But speculation turned into alarm when Jin, the eldest member of BTS and historically the most reserved, chose to speak. Jin's decision to speak out is not merely an act of solidarity. It is a calculated move, one that suggests a deeper fracture within the BTS ecosystem. For years, the group has been portrayed as a unified front, a seven-member brotherhood that defies the odds. But Jin's words hint at a reality that fans were never meant to see, a reality where one member's artistic journey is stifled, not by lack of talent, but by forces beyond his control. What exactly did Jin say? While the full transcript remains under wraps, sources close to the situation confirm that Jin expressed deep concern over the treatment Suga has received during his solo endeavors. He reportedly described the internal dynamics as imbalanced and strategically manipulated, suggesting that Suga's creative freedom has been compromised. Jin's tone, described by insiders as firm and emotionally charged, leaves little room for misinterpretation. The implications of Jin's statement are profound. If Suga, one of the most respected producers and lyricists in the industry, is being sidelined, then who is pulling the strings? Is this a case of corporate interference? Is HYB, the agency behind BTS, playing a role in shaping or suppressing Suga's artistic trajectory? These questions are no longer rhetorical. They demand answers. Suga's recent behavior adds weight to Jin's claims. Once known for his candid interviews and philosophical musings, Suga has become noticeably reticent. His public appearances are sparse, his expressions guarded. Fans who once found comfort in his transparency now find themselves decoding silence. Is this the result of personal choice, or is it the consequence of pressure exerted behind closed doors? The contrast between Jin's post-military resurgence and Suga's subdued presence is stark. Jin has re-entered the entertainment world with vigor, participating in variety shows and engaging with fans. Suga, on the other hand, seems to be retreating. This divergence raises uncomfortable questions about equity within the group. Are all members truly given equal opportunities, or is favoritism at play? The notion of internal favoritism is not new in the entertainment industry, but within BTS, it strikes a particularly dissonant chord. The group has long been celebrated for its egalitarian ethos, where each member's voice is valued. Jin's statement challenges that narrative. It suggests that behind the polished performances and synchronized choreography lies a hierarchy, one that may be undermining the very foundation of BTS. Jin's decision to speak out also carries emotional weight. For years, he has been the pillar of restraint, choosing diplomacy over confrontation. That he now chooses to confront the issue publicly indicates a breaking point. Sources suggest that Jin has been aware of the injustices for some time but refrained from speaking to preserve group harmony. His silence, however, became untenable as Suga's situation worsened. Jin sending a message to ARMY, the global fanbase of BTS? Many believe so. His words are being interpreted as a call to awareness, a plea for scrutiny. By speaking out, Jin is not just defending Suga, he is challenging the structures that govern their careers. He is urging fans to look beyond the surface, to question the narratives they are fed, and to demand transparency. The response from fans has been immediate and intense. Social media platforms are ablaze with discussions, theories, and demands for accountability. The hashtag-free discourse reflects a shift from fandom celebration to critical engagement. Fans are no longer content with curated content. They want truth. But truth, in the world of K-pop, is elusive. Agencies operate with layers of confidentiality, and artists are often bound by contracts that limit their autonomy. Jin's statement, therefore, is not just brave, it is revolutionary. It challenges the status quo and risks backlash. Yet it also sets a precedent. If one member can speak out, others may follow. The question now is, what happens next? Will HYB respond? Will Suga address the issue directly? Will other members of BTS lend their voices to the conversation? The silence from official channels is deafening, but it is also telling. In the absence of denial, Jin's words gain credibility. There is also the matter of group dynamics. Has this controversy affected the bond between members? BTS has always projected unity, but unity does not preclude conflict. Jin's statement suggests that internal tensions exist, and that they may be more severe than previously imagined. If Suga feels unsupported, and Jin feels compelled to defend him, then the group's cohesion is at risk. This risk is not just emotional, it is existential. BTS is not merely a musical group, it is a cultural phenomenon. Any disruption within its ranks has global implications. Jin's statement, therefore, is not just a personal act, it is a public intervention. The timing of this intervention is critical. With members pursuing solo projects and military enlistments, BTS is in a transitional phase. Jin's words could influence the trajectory of this transition. They could prompt a reevaluation of priorities, a restructuring of internal policies, and a redefinition of what it means to be part of BTS. But perhaps the most pressing question is, why was Suga treated unfairly in the first place? Is it a matter of marketability? Did his introspective style clash with commercial expectations? Or was there a deliberate attempt to marginalize his voice? These questions remain unanswered, but they are no longer ignored. Jin's statement has opened a Pandora's box. It has exposed fault lines that were previously concealed. It has challenged fans to think critically and to engage with the complexities of idol life. It has reminded the world that behind the glamour of K-pop lies a reality that is often harsh and unforgiving. As the dust settles, one thing is clear: Jin's voice matters. It carries weight, not just because of his status, but because of his integrity. By speaking out, he has redefined the role of an idol. He has shown that silence is not always golden, and that truth, no matter how uncomfortable, must be spoken. The world watches now, not just with admiration, but with scrutiny. The narrative of BTS is being rewritten.